Welcome to Lotus Yoga Online. This is a strong flexibility, short flow centered around splits. We'll be doing a few postures for a few minutes, some longer holds to gain a lot of flexibility in a few target areas, but we'll also be doing a lot of strength drills. So whether you can already do a full split or if it's something that you're working on in your practice, this will be a great short little thing to break up your day or add on to a full practice so that you get exactly what you're looking for out of your practice. Let's go ahead and get started in Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Come into a comfortable seat at the top of your mat with the soles of your feet together and your knees open. Bind on your shins or your ankles, then just start a little bit of movement about the spine. I like to close my eyes and really shift my focus from whatever it was I was just doing before this moment, and then step into the breath. Step into any tension that's living in your body. When you're taking just a short break to get on your mat, to work on one particular posture or series of postures, it's important to set a really focused mind straight away. Start to match your movement with your breath. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. And exhale, roll through your shoulders, lean back on the pelvis. Inhale, sit up straight, lift your head. Then exhale, round, lean back. Use your arms and your bind on your feet as a little stopper to get max stretch between the shoulders. Inhale, length. One more time, exhale, lean back and round. Inhale, lengthen. And this time, forward fold. Keep your elbows lined up along your knees. And then gently press out with the elbows. Pull forwards with your chest. You're using your arms as an active part of the pose. Almost like you're getting a really soft, gentle pressure on the outer knees. We'll be here for about 10 breaths. Using the bind of your forearms or your elbows, press yourself forwards. With each exhale, soften into the hips. There'll be a moment in some of these longer holds where you feel a wave of tension release from your body. Try not to search for that moment. Instead, welcome that sensation if it arrives. Take 2 more breaths. Then slowly round up, not too quick. Slowly stack your shoulders back on top of the hips. Roll your shoulders back, lift the chest. Then exhale, release. Join send your right leg out at an angle, and then scoot your left heel as close to your hips as you can. We're coming into a revolved Janu Shirshasana, head to knee. Instead of facing your leg and squaring up, open up through the left side. Reach your left hand high. See your fingers reaching towards the sky or the ceiling, and then lean over as one unit towards your right toes. The goal here is not to touch the toes. Instead, arc up and through the left side, as if you want the crown of your head to tap down towards the right knee. Keep rolling your shoulders back. Lift your heart up. Inhale. Full exhale. Take one more breath. Rise all the way up, slowly restack. Then rinse your spine, twist towards your left leg. Release your counter twist, extend your left leg out. Match the angle, try not to scoot your legs wider as a habit. Instead, keep about 90 degrees working from the hips. Send your arms out past the toes, breathe in. Exhale, fold halfway, reach with the chest. Hold, full inhale. Full exhale, strong legs and core. This time rise, breathe in. Then come back forwards, reach out and hold. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lift, lean back. One more time, exhale, forwards, hold, breathe in. Full breath out. And inhale, rise. Switch sides with the Janu Shirshasana. Bend your right knee in, keep the opening of your left hip, then send your right hand high, big inhale. Exhale, lean towards your left side. Use your left elbow to help open up the chest. We have 3 breaths. Extend out through the right arm. Send energy, like you can feel a connection between fingers and toes, even if it's not a skin connection. Take one more breath. Stay for the out breath. Inhale, lift. Come right into the counter twist. Left hand onto the right knee. Full inhale. Full exhale. Then release, return to your wide leg fold. Remember not to scoot your feet wide. Keep it more at a neutral angle. Straighten the arms, breathe in. Exhale, fold and hold. This time flex your palms. Tap your wrists down towards your toes. It's okay if your wrists are back towards the shins, no worries. Eventually they'll be out, matching the toes or even beyond the toes. Hollow out a little space at your pelvis and then pull your chest up and your tailbone back. So you want to try to lengthen out as much space as you can into your spine. And then activate all 4 limbs, arms and legs, reach. Full inhale. Full exhale. Take one more breath. And then release. Bring your elbows in. You can stack your elbows up on blocks and then press your legs out a little bit wider if you have the space. If you have a little bit more space, feel free to fold your chest down towards your mat or lower the level of your blocks. Take 5 full breaths. Any little bit of movement that you want to add in is okay. We're gearing up for another strength drill. This one will target your hip flexor, like the tiny working muscles within the pelvis that help lift and lower your legs. We want to strengthen that area so that you can tap into a little more core awareness. All of those small muscles wrap into the core, and they attribute a lot of the effortless movement on your yoga mat in your practice. Take one more breath. And then slowly release. Bring your legs narrow if you let them draw together. And then frame your palms around your right thigh. Flex your right toes and then stare at your toes. Lock your gaze. Lean forwards, bend at the elbows, pull in with your core. Then when we inhale, we're gonna lift up as one unit. Bring your leg with your chest. Inhale. Then exhale, lower your heel to a hover. Keep the arms straight, a lot of pressure in the fingertips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 3 more. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, slow descent. 2 more. Last one, this one hold. Wrap your arms across your back, and then now take 5 pulses. Down, inhale, up. 4, 3, 2. Last one, this one hold. Shift your legs side to side for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Twist over towards your left side. Bend both of your knees. You can walk your hands so that your chest opens to the back of the mat, or as far as you want to go. Take a long inhale. Stay for the exhale. Slowly release. We have one more side, so remember, targeting the small muscles within the hip. If you start to feel a big cramp in your quads, that's okay. It's a bigger muscle group, so as you're starting out this strength drill, we're shifting the strength into the smaller parts, the core parts. So we want to create that Charlie horse, like cramping sensation out of the leg and into the low belly. It'll take time, and it'll take a lot of practice. Go ahead and ground the palms. Fold your chest, pull your navel in, look at your toes, and then inhale, lift. Come up onto the fingertips, exhale, lower to a hover. Keep the chest proud, spine straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to ride the breath so you're not rushing this lift and lower, even if it starts to feel like a little torturous, that's okay. Try to create the sensation of 10 slow, steady rounds. 2 more. Lower just to a hover. Last one, lift, hold, bind your arms, and now no hands, lower to a hover. Inhale, lift. 4 more. 3, 2, last one, hold, and then little shift side to side for 3, 2, 1, release. Twist to the right side. Whew. It builds a lot of heat in the hips, so now we have all this extra blood flow down through the hips into the hamstrings. So it'll feel a little bit better to come into the deeper stretches of this area because we've warmed it up with all of the drills. Come into your downward facing dog. Whenever you step into your down dog, look at your hands, parallel your index finger, and then let the other finger spiral open. Try to spread out through your fingers as much as you can. Let your head drop between the upper arms. Then look at your toes. Make sure they're in the same line. Spread through your toes. Press back through your heels. Inhale, roll forwards to your high plank. Bring your head forwards last. Open your chest. Exhale, press back through your heels. Lift your hips. So then the head drops very last into down dog. Again, inhale forwards. Exhale, press back. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, roll back. 3 more with your breath. Try to roll through each and every part of your body, like a fish moving in water. Return to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your knee, keep your hips square. Try to squeeze your heel towards your right hip. Activate your hamstrings. Now slowly open your right hip like you're gonna stack it on top of the left. Keep pressing your chest back. Inhale. Exhale, cheetah pose, knee into your chest. Lower your shin down for half pigeon pose. Lower just to a hover. Keep the weight in your palms. When you inhale, straighten both legs like you're pressing into your down dog. Exhale, pulse down towards your half pigeon, hover. Inhale, lift, straighten both legs. Exhale, half pigeon pulse, just to the hover. Inhale, lift. You'll start to feel a lot of heat in the shoulders. Welcome that heat. It means the sweet release is just around the corner. This one, release all the way down to your half pigeon. Walk your hands either up onto your right leg or down by your sides. Squeeze in through your glutes, in through your waist. Try to lift your hips away from the earth. And then exhale, soften. If you need to walk your back leg, give yourself a little bit more space. Breathe in. Walk your fingers a few inches in front of your right leg. Then bend your elbows like you're going to fold down, but don't release. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, let your chest come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. This time you can rest down on your forehead or your elbows, just settling into a sleeping pigeon. Take 3 more breaths. Slowly lift to your palms. Tuck your back toes, 3-leg dog. Drive your right leg all the way up to the ceiling. Look between your thumbs. Slowly walk your hands towards the back of your mat. Try not to drop your right leg. Instead, as your hands come closer to your left foot, let your right leg lift higher. Keep the leg straight. Inhale. When you arrive at your left foot, plant your palms a few inches ahead of your toes. Look at your thumbs. If you have the space, bend your elbows. Try to pull your mat out from underneath your left foot. Your mat won't move, your foot won't move, but it creates a deeper opening sensation for the left leg. Take 2 more breaths. Activate your right leg like you're holding the ceiling with your foot. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the arms. Walk out to a 3-leg plank. Your right leg stays as high as you can. Plant the palms right underneath the shoulders. Exhale, right knee into your chest. Cheetah pose, round through your chest. Drop forehead to knee. Then step your right foot through. Low lunge. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, half split, straighten your right leg. If you have blocks nearby, bring the blocks underneath the palms. Press down through your hands, lift your right heel. So you want to lift your heel maybe an inch, half an inch above the mat, and then scoot your foot forwards as far as you can, and then re-lower. From here, pull just the hips back, just the tailbone back, so your foot doesn't move. Pull your toes back towards the shin, and then shine your heart forwards. Try not to drop and round. Instead, you want to lift your hips and lift your chest, like you're taking a cow pose. Full inhale. Full exhale. Full inhale. Full exhale. You can stay right here in your half splits if this is your max length for the right leg. But if you're working a lot deeper into your splits, use your blocks underneath your palms. It'll give you a little bit more space to control this pose. So we don't want to slide too far. You want to use strength to lower yourself into your deepest splits. Does not matter if your hips come all the way down to the mat or not. Tuck your left toes. And then just like we did to put our right foot here, lift your leg so you're using those tiny muscles in the hip to lift, look to the front edge of your mat, and then push with your left toes as far forwards until your heel comes down. Now walk your blocks forwards. Give yourself a little bit more space. You can hold here if this is your max length, or again, push through your left toes. Use your core to lift your right leg, push it forwards, and then let it come all the way down if it has the space. So all the time you want your hands right underneath your shoulders so that you're using core and you're levering yourself down instead of like sliding and getting your hands stuck too far back to come out when you need to. We have 10 breaths. You can keep your back toes tucked. If it feels okay, untuck your toes, but stay on the top of your foot and the top of your back knee. Draw your back hip forwards while you pull your front hip back. We have 5 more breaths. If your legs start to shake, that's okay. Use muscle energy to squeeze in and lift, and then relaxation. Exhale to settle in. Retuck your back toes. Push down through your palms, down through your back foot. Come into your cheetah pose. So you'll lift your right leg, hug your knee to your chest, and then 3-leg dog. Right leg high. You can keep your knee bent or straighten and lift, whichever feels best. Return to your downward facing dog. Come down to your knees. Settle into an easy child's pose, arms by the side. 3 breaths. Slowly roll up, comfortable seat. We have 1 more side to get through, the left side. If you typically are tighter, weaker, whatever word it is to describe one side or the other, try to start practicing to your whatever side, your weaker side, your less flexible side, whichever. Start to do that first. So instead of always doing the strong side, for me that's right side first. When I'm doing my personal practice, I try to switch it. Sometimes it's hard when you're following instruction and they refer to right and left. So perhaps turn a video off, get onto your mat, and then really focus on where your weakness is, or where your inflexibility is, or what have you. We tend to do the things that we're good at and the things that feel really good in our body first, and then set the other stuff to the side. I'm guilty of that in my own practice. But here we are at the left side, and we're gonna do just as much attention, time, and diligence for the left to make sure that we're creating a really balanced, full-bodied practice. Come into your downward facing dog. You can set your blocks aside for the first little bit of our sequence. Take a moment just to pedal out your feet. Reset the breath. Full inhale. Full exhale. Lift your left leg high. Hold with the hips square, bend your knee, activate your hamstrings. It's like you're crushing a piece of fruit just behind the knee. Juicing up the hamstrings. Full breath in. And slowly peel open, stacking left hip on top of the right. Keep pressing your chest back towards your right thigh. Slowly lift to your right toes, hug your knee to your chest. Step your left foot towards your right hand like you're coming into your half pigeon, lower to a hover. On your inhale, straighten both of the legs. Press your chest towards the left thigh. Then exhale, lower to your hover, pigeon pulse. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pigeon pulse. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, surrender some energy and weight down. Inhale. Exhale. One more pulse, breathe in and lift. This time, release all the way down. Walk your hands onto the left shin or down by your sides. Lift the chest, squeeze in through your legs to lift energy. Keeping your legs active, core active, full breath. Then exhale, soften. Walk your hands forwards. We'll lift and lower the chest a few times. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Take 3 more with your breath. At any time, if you want to settle all the way down into sleeping pigeon, no worries. We will all meet there together. Take 3 more breaths. Lift back up to the palms. Tuck your back toes, 3-leg dog. Inhale, your left leg all the way up. Send your gaze to your thumbs and slowly walk your hands back towards the right foot. Avoid dropping your left leg. Squeeze through your left glutes and lift. Once you're all the way back to the right foot, inhale, length. Ground your palms under your shoulders, a little bit ahead of the right foot, and then bend your elbows like you're doing a push-up. Lean into your palms. Activate your left leg, lift. Breathe. Let your hands take just as much, if not more, weight from your right foot. So you feel active in your shoulders, active in your chest. Press down into the earth. 1 more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Half lift. Try not to drop the left leg. Walk out to your 3-leg plank. Palms right underneath the shoulders. Exhale, knee to chest. Now round your back, cheetah pose. Step through low lunge. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, half split, straighten the left leg. Grab your blocks, frame your left leg. Walk your blocks a little bit ahead of your palms. Push down through the palms, lift your left heel. Scoot it forwards and then release it down. Send your tailbone back, chest forwards. You can stay here with the arms straight or fold into the left leg. 5 breaths here in our half split. So not rushing into the full splits. Getting comfortable, warmed up right here where we are. before asking the body to expand and go beyond. Remember, you can stay right here the whole time in your half splits. If you want to take it a little further, lower the setting of your blocks, or you can just use the mat, that's fine. Keep your right toes tucked under, push through your right foot, and then lift your left heel. Scoot it forwards as far as you can. Resettle the heel down. If you need to, scoot the blocks a few inches forwards. And then again, push down, lift your heel, scoot it forwards, and then slide into the splits. Remember, hands are right underneath the shoulders, so when you bend, you're also able to straighten and lift. Try to stay on top of your right knee, on top of your right foot, or tuck your right toes under. Flex your left leg, try to draw your left hip back, and then let the hips slowly surrender down. Breathe. Notice where you feel the most sensation. Is it more in the hips, behind the left knee, perhaps even through the right quads and the right psoas? Take 3 more breaths. Try to stack right on top of the hips, not letting the chest come too far forwards just yet, unless your hips are down. Press down through your palms, down through your right toes. Cheetah, lift your left leg into the chest. 3-leg dog, extend. Downward facing dog, release. Come all the way down to your knees. Child's pose, reset. Slowly roll all the way up. And sit sideways on your mat. Our last posture we're gonna finish in is a wide leg forward fold. If you have a stack of blocks or a bolster nearby, grab it for this last pose. You wanna make sure you get enough support so that you can fully surrender your upper body and step out of like the reaching forward fold and more into just a softening, like easy place for the body to be. You don't have to bring your legs too wide. And then go ahead and set a couple of props, a couple of things in front of you. I like to have something for my head and then something for my chest, my belly, or my arms. Sit up as straight as you can. Use your prop to kind of lift up and out of the hips, and then slowly walk yourself forwards. Figure out which height you need for your props or if you need anything extra. And then find something for your forehead to rest on. It does not matter how high your block tower goes. Bring the earth up to you so that you can fully relax your legs, relax your neck, relax your chest, relax your hips. Give your legs a small shake side to side, just loosening up all the way down your right leg. And then loosening up all the way down your left leg. As your full body surrenders and relaxes, wake up to your breathing. Visualize tension leaving the body when you breathe out. Let your props slide a little bit further away or remove something so you can fold deeper for 5 more breaths. Slowly restack your spine on top of your hips. Draw your knees into your chest and come down onto your back. Take as many props or support that you want so you can relax and unwind. As you come down onto your back, let your eyes close. Place your palms out and up. Send energy, connection, and gratitude out to your community. Breathe in. Sigh out. Be here now. Notice any subtle sounds contributing to your experience, contributing to your reset. Feel free to stay as you are or begin to reawaken, taking slow movements in your hands and your feet before lifting yourself to a comfortable seat. Place your palms together at your heart. Gently bow to yourself. Acknowledge your practice. Acknowledge your focus. Send grace and gratitude out. Namaste.